What's up, guys? Today we are back again with Nightwish's new album. This song is called Endless, and from what I've heard, it is Marco singing the lead with Floor in the background, so this should be a little bit different than the other songs that we've heard thus far. I need energy, excuse me. Anyway, with that being said, based on this background screen that you can see, I don't know how well you can see it on your computer, but I see stars again. So I'm guessing we're gonna have some Cosmos type shit in this. So with that being said, let's jump into it. don't think this album will ever disappoint. I don't think there's a single song on here that won't draw out some sort of reaction, if you know what I mean. Given this is a very different reaction. And personally, I think Shoemaker is probably the best song on the album. Like, I think Shoemaker is honestly one of the best songs they've ever written, or ever performed, or ever anything. Especially after learning from the comments so much about Eugene Shoemaker and everything that he went through and everything that he dreamed of doing. So this song at the beginning, okay, so this song, I think there's a reason why even in the lyric video they chose Saturn as the planet that is highlighted here, and that's because of the rings, right? And endlessness, or infinity if you will, is often shown as a circle that's there's no end to it, there's no beginning and there's no end to it, because it just keeps going in a circle. And my first reaction to this song is that it's about death, right? That it's from the perspective of death singing, and but then, because death is considered a thief to a lot of people, like it steals your loved ones away, it steals your life away, if you will. And then as you and then yeah, I would consider the Earth Bride as the human race. This line's interesting. The Earth Bride amongst the carrion kind, which would mean amongst those that die. Basically, that's how I would interpret it. And then this phrase, "walk with me to your sea," is also to me a example of death, because if you think about it, let's use Lord of the Rings for example. When the elves, since the elves never died, whenever they when they grew old, they would then go to Westerness, which not Western, is that right? They would go to the sea, and then they would sail west, and they would never come back to Middle Earth. They would always go to their heaven, their resting place, whatever. And so this is kind of, to me, a walk into the afterlife with me, and the idea that death is what like carries you into the afterlife. Then the chorus is also strikes me interestingly. Just someone in tomorrow is waiting for me, because somebody dies every day. And part of the reason I think that it's talking about death, specifically of humans, is because of this line here: dust with what was it, meaning? Dust with meaning, precious and rare. Like every person, every animal, everything that lives and breathes is essentially made out of dust. And every single individual person, animal, has things that are specific to them, they're rare, and every single being with life is also precious to the Creator, or even to the people around them. This line I didn't really get. The pain of the slow evil of an unsung life. Part of that's because I don't know where he stands when it comes to abortion. So I can imagine where he stands, but that's just from, I don't have any basis for that, but that's where mine would go. My mind would go. Doesn't mean that's where he's coming from though. So some of these things stood out to me more than others, obviously. So I was thinking that he was talking about death, right? Until we got to the bridge, right? Because then you see him change his tone very much, and it's more of the idea that, especially with the imagery of saying I'm the spark at the end, makes you think life. Okay, like he represents life. And I was like, okay, so if the first part's death and the last part, he's representing life into the next, into the silent stream or the silent flow of how everything goes. And when you pass away, then you become energy, and you become another aspect of nature, kind of. And I was thinking about this through the song, like, so what is he talking about? Like, what could he possibly mean by this? And me being the idiot I am, I didn't bother looking at the title, which is Endless. So again, it's saying the cycle of life and death is inevitably the same. It's just a circle, and death gives into new life, and then life gives into death, and then the cycle continues and just keeps going in a circle that is basically endless. You see that with the birth of a star and the death of a star, and you see that with humans, and you see that with animals. One generation comes, one generation goes. You see that with trees. One tree grows up, drops its seeds, gets chopped down or falls down, and the next grows, and there's definitely an endlessness to that. This song, I think, where you're coming from philosophically or theologically, will definitely play into how you view this song and how you consider it, whether you consider it accurate or not in your perception of the hereafter. But I think any way that you look at it, regardless of the stance you have on life after death, if there is that, or no life and everyone just blah, back to dirt, here we go, and there's nothing more to us than that, I think it's relatable to anybody, because that endlessness will continue either way either way you view it. So I think it is a bit ambiguous, because I think it's relatable to basically everybody. But yeah, that was a really, really cool song. It's not my favorite one off the album, and I'm not a huge fan of the vocal gymnastics, because to me it's like every single song on this album has vocal gymnastics at this point, and I'm just kind of like, okay. Like, every song is different, but then the vocal gymnastics kind of bring in this same thing to every single song, and that's just me being picky. It kind of annoys me, but that's not to say that this album's not amazing, because it still is. And I guess the thing that is different about every single song is every single song ends differently, and you could be playing to the end of the song. That's possible too, that you're not playing to the beginning and you're playing into the end of the song, because that's where the real message lies, at the end, which I think is fairly accurate of the songs that I have listened to so far, is that they play to the end. And if you don't listen to the end, then you miss out on a substantial amount of meaning. But at any rate, yeah, I'm not going to try to go too far into this, because I already feel like I have. But anyway, let me know in the comments below. I'm sure you will. Let me know what you guys think. the meaning of the song is and what lies behind the lyrics and what you think lies behind life after we're done here. At any rate, thank you guys for watching if you stuck this far, and I look forward to hearing your comments, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, which I most certainly will. And until then, stay safe, stay kind, and stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, peace.